Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. I'm just kind of standing right in the middle of my fusion reactor because I'm trying to decide how I want to kind of set up all the fluids and gone ahead and cleared out the input hatches on the bottom. So I think like I said last episode, I could do the conduits. Would probably be the easiest. They can have filters in them, and they transfer multiple fluids at the same time. But I've done that so many times in different playthroughs I've done. I'm kind of just trying to stick with Gregtech as much as possible. There are some things I haven't, just because it's just overly complicated thing, and just realized I left this over here. For example, in the blast furnaces, I did use the conduits just because trying to do item filters is such a pain in Gregtech, because you need to power the item buffer and stuff, and yeah, I just didn't feel like dealing with any of that. So, but for the fluids, I really enjoy kind of sorting out the fluids and stuff in the Gregtech pipes. I really like how they look. So I'm going to try to do that again, and trying to figure out the best way to do that. But one thing I realized, and I didn't think about this when I originally built this, with only the 2 energy hatches, it works great for helium plasma, but I went to craft up another UV energy hatch, and I think I need 4 more. So I went to craft that up. Oh, that's kind of weird. Why can't I do that? Obviously, we need a couple of things here, but the problem here is Americium. And the problem is I can't craft up the Americium in this reactor anymore because I'm not going to be able to pull enough power. These energy hatches only do 8,000 per hatch. So I can only do recipes that are 16,000 U per tick. So yeah, I can't produce the more Americium to produce the energy hatches. So it looks like I'm going to have to borrow some energy hatches to produce the Americium. And luckily, we have a whole lot of them in here that I can borrow. So I may, I'm going to have to borrow these energy hatches and produce the Americium that we need. And yeah, once I get the 4 of them, though, we should be good. So I'm just kind of curious. I need to go drop the miner down. So I need 240 Americium ingots. Anything else? Neutronium. I need 106 neutronium. Which is not a problem. I can just craft up the neutronium and all my things. So I gotta kind of craft up the expensive, well, not expensive, but I'm gonna, how do I want to do this? I guess I'll craft up the neutronium first, because I'm thinking actually I should just do the Americium, because I can have that running. That's probably what I'll do. All right, so I need, I think I pulled the, oh, did I? I think I broke all the cabling, didn't I? Of course. Where did I put the... Is it in this one? Yeah. Right. Actually, why don't I... I'll take this and I'll throw it on the chest by the... I'll throw it in here. Temporarily. Alright, so I said I needed 240 is that what I said for 4? And where is it? Where see him? Yeah, there it is. So I need 240, I guess. So all right, let me I guess let me get this stuff going. Oh, that's right, I'm out of chrome, aren't I? No, I'm not. What am I talking about? Tons of it. Just needs to be processed. I gotta figure out, like, instead of having to manually do that, I should, I don't know. Because there's some I want centrifuge, some I want purified, and yeah, I don't know how I should go about doing that. But anyway, let me go ahead and, I have some small dust here too. Let me go ahead and get the Americium that we need, and I guess the neutronium as well. 105 ingots of neutronium is quite a lot. I may let this run for a little bit. I'll probably let the Americium kind of run for a little while. Yeah, and let that kind of build up a bit of a buffer. Because, yeah, that's like a... I don't know if they have enough power for 105 ingots of neutronium. I don't think 400 billion will... I think it'll drain that pretty quick, especially now that I have the... I have this running off like 2 million EU per tick. So, yeah, there's 12 amps of UV running in this room. So that will drain that really fast. Did it not? Wow, did it? I didn't even see them turn on. Did that do the... Holy cow, it did. Alright, so let me go get the energy hatches. Actually, let me do that. I guess we'll just do these back ones. Oh, can't reach because of the pipes. Man, this is going to be annoying. I guess I'll just break through the back. The energy hatches. Yep, I should have thought about this before I broke down the... I don't have much room either. I just really don't want to break the controller, because then I have to do maintenance again, and that's kind of a big pain. And I don't want to break any of the fluid hatches either. Alright, so let's go check this out actually, before I cut. I guess we could put them here. Ooh, I need to turn that off. I don't think it'll explode if I break it while it's on, but no, because I've done that before. Oh, and the controller is how I ended up with one extra casing. I totally forgot to include the casing, or the controller. Alright, so we have... Yeah, I guess I'll just do them there and there, and how about... And I'm assuming this will run on... This will be able to do the Americium. If not, I don't know. May have to grab maybe another one more. One more energy hatch maybe, but I think we're good. All right, so that's filling up a little bit faster. The Americium... All right, 200 million. But I do need to get the stuff melted down first. Yeah, I still have one hooked up. I couldn't remember if I broke that one. I just want to... I just want to make sure this is working before I do a cut. Although this may take a second. I'm also curious how much faster. I'm assuming it'll be like twice as fast. Yeah, I'm assuming that it'll do the recipe twice as fast. Now, there is actually two recipes for Americium that we could do. There's obviously this one that I'm going to do before so I can get the energy hatches, but there isn't another one. It's actually Americium Plasma, but I can't get there yet. We're working towards it. But this is just hydrogen and molten plutonium, but it's the 241, so it's 1-to-1. I don't know how much I have that, actually. Yeah, I do have 7,000. Yeah, I think I probably will actually do it that way. Yeah. Because, I mean, I could drop like 3 or 4,000 ingots in, and that's, I think... the only thing with that is I need to send it through a turbine to get the stuff out. All right, so I guess we'll do it over here. I guess we'll do that. Where should I do it? Yeah, sure, why not? We'll just do it in the same place I did before. So there. There. Just had a thought. Is this going to... This may mess it up. So it's back in there though. That's pretty easy. All right, so that's empty. We got the stuff in there. So in theory, I turn this on, it should work. No problem. Hopefully nothing explodes or anything. All right, there we go. Yeah, so it's twice as fast. That is pretty cool. Now it's, what, 18 seconds per ingot, as opposed to 36 seconds per ingot. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. All right, let me let this run. I'm gonna get a bunch of I just lost my train of thought there. we'll get a bunch of the neutronium going. I'm going to build up a bit of a buffer. And yeah, we'll come back. All right, really quick. What I didn't take into account with the recipe is that we are actually overclocking the recipe, so we're not using 449,000 EU per tick. We're actually using like 98,000 EU per tick, so we actually needed 12 energy hatches. So I had to break down every single one of the things over there. So yeah, so the 8 and then the vacuum freezer, I had to break them all down to get this running. And as we can see, we're inputting just enough power to run it, and it's not filling up. What was happening before, it would turn on, and then after 30 seconds, it would deplete the buffer, what was left of the buffer, and then as soon as it would run out, it would turn off. And yeah, I wasn't sure if it was not getting enough amps, so I got rid of the 2 amp diode here, so this is going to be 4 amps coming in, but it was actually just didn't have enough energy hatches. But yeah, we are good now. All right, so as I was kind of sitting here and waiting for the thing to craft up the Americium, I realized since I had 12 energy hatches on it already to craft the molten Americium, and I just started thinking, like, why am I not just doing the Americium plasma? We're already kind of like at that. I believe we have enough. Let me just double check this with some quick math. So 98,304 divided by 8192 is 12. Yeah. So you need 12 energy hatches, which I had. The only thing is you needed 500 million to start it. And yeah, you only have 480 if you have 12. So I pulled another energy hatch. Thankfully, I have all these EV energy hatches crafted already. I pulled it off the assembler just so I can get these kind of going. So yeah, now we have enough hatches to run this Americium thing. Now, I will need to run this through a plasma turbine to get the Americium out, but I believe, I don't know, I'm probably not going to do 1,000, but I have so much of it. Just because it's going to take a while I have no way to get it like into the turbines. I don't have a dedicated one set up, which is something I should probably look into maybe. But I figured, why not do this plasma, and then I can actually get power out of it as well. So I can power up some of my turbines, which I will end up using for the neutronium. So let's see if this works how I hope it does. All right, and then this needs nitrogen and plutonium, was it? Yeah, hydrogen and plutonium. This one is actually, I guess I could put it right here. I was going to make this my neodymium one, but I guess it can be both of them. I don't see why that wouldn't be an issue. Yeah, so we got our plutonium-241. It is plutonium-241, right? Yep. And I guess we'll open up a second one. I have all the molten Americium. I just need to send that through the fluid solidifier. Just haven't got around to that yet, but I wanted to check this out. All right. So we do have enough, and it is filling up again. So we are pulling enough power. Perfect. And there we go. There's the Americium plasma, and as we can see, every 3 seconds now we are getting a ingot. The only thing is we need to burn it. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at that then. Yeah, I'm kind of curious how this will work. All right, so I have, just gonna, these are all full of helium now because I am full on helium. So let's just do that, and then I guess oh, I need to take that out so we don't. Yes, I have chrome in here. Let me just throw this in the A system. Molten chrome. I pulled that out so the fusion reactor stopped the irregular Americium. All right, so let me pull this out. There we go. I'm curious how fast this will go. And I also need to... Alright, so it's not super fast, but we are getting power from it, which is the important thing because I was starting to run low on helium and plasma. But I can always add this to other ones as well. I don't think I'm going to send it through, because then I would have to clear out all these, and I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah. But it's definitely quicker. It's doing 16, or is it doing 8? It's doing 8 every, like, second or so. All right. I'm pretty happy with that, though. I think that's pretty cool. And then I'll just kind of, I don't know. Oh, dang, that's full of helium, isn't it? I should just have this hooked up. That would make this a million times easier for what I'm trying to do here. Alright, but I think that's faster than trying to do it that way. Could be totally wrong, though. Anyway, let me cut here and we will come back. Alright, I had another thought here as I was just kind of waiting. I decided why not just turn on all the things, and that will actually burn through all the helium plasma in the pipes. That'll clear out the pipes. And yeah. I'll get the power out of it, which we need, and then I can fill it up with all the helium plasma, and we can just burn through the helium plasma. The only issue, I may have to change the things, because, well, yeah, I don't know how fast. Like, I don't want it. I don't know. Like, I need it to be burning fast enough is kind of what I'm saying, so it needs to be going that fast. I don't know. But basically, we're full on helium, so all these pipes are full of the helium, so I just got a thing here. And I'll just empty out all the helium. I don't need any more helium, so that should be emptying out. Is it? I don't know. I can't tell. I mean, these pipes are so full of helium. Alright, so yeah, it's emptying out. It's just slowly kind of making its way. There it goes. Alright, so yeah, we'll empty out the lines of the helium plasma, and then underneath I just kind of did a quick kind of connection. Again, this is definitely not permanent. I don't even know if this is going to go there. I'm kind of hoping I can have this maybe down here. and then just connect to like all these maybe. I don't need to have like, for the Americium recipe, it's plutonium and hydrogen. Like, I don't technically need them right next to each other. I just do that so I can kind of keep them, so I can remember where everything is. But I think I can just, let's just double check we have enough power in there. Yeah, we do. All right, so yeah, why don't we just do that? And that should go in there, and there it turns on, yeah. All right, so that's much easier than the way I was doing it. So this is about, I can't remember, what did I do, 1,000? Yeah, we'll do these 1,000 ingots, I guess, and then I will finish up all of the rest of the chrome and the lutetium that already melted down. We'll finish that up as well. I don't even know how much. Oh wait, these have, yeah, that has a huge internal buffer. I was like, I don't even know if I have enough room for this. Alright, but yeah, it's pretty cool. We're getting a tier 3 plasma going. And then, yeah, once we get this going, the only issue, well, not, I mean, it is a bit annoying, but since I have all my energy hatches on here, I can't be producing any neutronium. And maybe I should, well, I'm trying to think, is there like, do I have any extra, yeah, there we go, it emptied it out. Do I have any extra energy hatches that I could just get some neutronium going? I may just kind of let that run for a little bit because, yeah, I don't have any blast furnaces right now. I have all the energy hatches taken out. And the freezer. Yeah, I'll just let that run, I think. And then I'll get the Americium plasma going, and then I will just use all the power to fill up the power station. And then, yeah, I'll finally be able to, we'll do 16. I'm just going to do 16 things on this, I think. It's going to take a while. But, yeah. Eventually we're going to need 16 on here anyway. Well, actually, I don't know. Because, like I said, I don't think I'm going to do neutronium through here. I don't know, though. It's faster just to you. Yeah. It's 1 ingot every 3 seconds. I mean, is it 1? No, it's not 1 ingot every 3 seconds. Yeah. So it's only 4 liters. And you need molten aquadria and molten americium. And it's like a 1 to 4. So I would need, for 1 stack of neutronium, I'd need 4 stacks of americium. Yeah, I don't know about that. When I can just throw some neutronium dust and helium plasma and smelt it. But anyway, let me cut here and we will come back in a little while. And just a quick update. I have 4 things running on this. Oh, actually they all emptied out. Yeah, I just have the 4 running. I was a bit worried that like parts of an ingot would end up, well, I guess that doesn't really matter, but basically I just have the first 4 running off the plasma, and as we can see, I just kind of disconnected that. I should break that though. So we just got the Americium kind of going in there, and yeah, we're getting what? About an ingot every couple seconds. So much quicker than it used to be. I've only had this running for about a minute. And this is still just chugging through the plutonium. It's already done about half. So yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with this, to be honest. And I think these are Yep, these are producing just about the same as the helium plasma. I don't think the different plasmas will change the amount that it's outputting. It's just the it's how fast it burns through it. So like the Americium plasma is, that's not what I want. Yeah, it is per 1,000 you get 500 million EU from it, whereas the helium plasma is much lower. I can find it, yeah. So it's only 81,000. So it's going to burn through the helium plasma much quicker. Which is, I mean, it's good for what you want more power out of the fluids. The only issue is I kind of want it to burn faster. So I can get it, the ingots faster. But as we can see, I already got another, what, 20-something ingots there, just as I've been recording the past couple of minutes. Anyway, let me cut and we will come back. All right, it's been about, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. And as we can see, this is completely full of ingots and all my piping is actually starting to fill up with ingots as well. So this is definitely much quicker than how I was doing it with the lutetium and the chrome. So I am pretty happy with this. This will let me get the all the Americium that we're going to need, and then some. What did I do? 1,000 ingots of the plutonium. That tore through the plutonium-241 really quick, and yeah. And as we can see, we are getting a ton of molten Americium, and it's coming in really quick. So what are we up to? Yeah, we're already up to how many thousands of milliluckets of Americium that we have. All right, so I'm just going to keep this running. We're gonna, like I said, I'm going to get enough Americium. I think we are good for all the UV energy hatches that we're going to need. Moving forward, which is 14 more. Yep. So we need some more platinum. Trinium, I think we're good on, right? Yeah, I just haven't turned it into big dust yet. Yeah, sometimes that lags if you try to do a lot of dusts in the wireless. So just keep that in mind when you try to do that. So it's actually kind of like lagging right now. But yeah, I'm going to craft up all the... Yeah, there it goes. So trying to do that in this is not the smartest. But yeah, we should be good after this. Anything else? Yeah, so we have enough Americium because I did 1,000 ingots. And then I just need the neutronium, which is quite a lot if I remember. Find it. Where is the neutronium? Yeah, 358. That's going to take a little while to get as well. Yeah, but basically I'm going to get all the Americium, pull off all the energy hatches, put them back, and then start crafting up the helium plasma again. So I kind of jumped the gun a little bit with the fusion reactor, but you know, it's good to see that maybe you should wait until you can get all the energy hatches that you need before you craft up the tier 3 reactor. I was just kind of like excited to get it, and yeah. I just wanted the helium plasma because I was running a bit low on power, or I was really stressing the power grid, not being able to produce enough helium plasma. But I think we're looking pretty good here. But I think that is about it for this episode. I'm going to, I think, probably wrap up talking about the fusion reactor. We've been doing it for, what, 5 days now? 5 episodes in a row we've been talking about the reactor. So I think... yeah, I think that's about it for this, at least for the meantime. I'll probably set up how I want the automation, and then I'll just show it off like maybe the beginning of next episode or the episode after that. And then I'm gonna make this kind of look a bit better, and haven't figured out where I want all the different things to go yet. So we'll do that. And I think maybe next episode, maybe look into creating one of the mega freezer, I think. Maybe we'll look into that. I don't know, but I still need to work towards the tier 7 rocket. That is definitely kind of like the next part in the progression here. It is just going to take a lot of time because that tier 7 rocket is no joke. So I think I'll probably be working on that while doing other things. But anyway, we'll get into more of that next episode. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.